Today we will explore the world of recipe. With the recipe function, you can easily use the same project for producing different products. For example, if the elements of all products are same, but with a different proportion, then you can just to adjust the proportion of each element, then to produce many different products. Now let's take a look at how to create a recipe and how to use it. We can navigate to the menu bar to create a recipe or scroll down to create a recipe. Then input a recipe name and to add the recipe elements in the data information interface. You can choose the discrete address or continuous address. Generally, we choose the continuous address. Then we can use the index function to search the elements with the index. For example, egg and sugar. We can also add milk. Back to the general interface. Here we can add some buttons. Clear current recipe. This button is to clear the selected recipe group you clicked on, and clear all recipe is to clear all recipe group. And use the operation register. This is to do copy, paste, and cut action. Here you can see there is insert a recipe group above the selected group, and insert a line below. Copy, cut, paste, and copy to the next line, and save snapshot. Save snapshot is to save the selected value to the temporary memory. Then if you click on the restore shot, it will restore the saved snapshot, then displayed in the recipe table. Download upload is to download the recipe value to the PLC or lower side device, and upload is to upload the recipe group value to the recipe table. Delete whole line and delete all is to delete the recipe group, and from LB50 to LT22 is the reserved registers. Also, you can use a word register to show the operation status of the recipe operation. Also, you can import and export the recipe as a CSV file. This operation is same as the export the historical data or alarm and event to as an CSV file. So you can refer to the operation as Then we take a look at the address of recipe storage. There is a word address range because here we can set the maximum number of recipe groups to 20, and 3 multiple 20 is 60. So the word address range is 60 words, and the word address index range is 0 to 3. This is the recipe elements. This is the number of the recipe elements, and the bit address range is from the detailed bit address, same as a water address range. And the bit address index range is recipe elements bits. And current receipt ID register is RPI receipt. We can also use the external address as a recipe index. Here this is from LW0 to LW2, so we can choose LW4 here. And the external address, we can choose LW10. Then navigate to component, recipe data display. Now we can choose a display format, 2D list or drop-down list. Firstly, we can take a look at the 2D list, and need to enable click in edit. Otherwise, if we didn't click on the click edit, if we click on the recipe table, we cannot edit the elements value on the recipe table. And here we need to enable the pop-up keyboard to input the value, recipe value. Here we can choose the decimal numeric and the ASCII keyboard. Then we choose the data source. Data source is a recipe we created just now, and to choose the elements and show title. Then click on the table. You can customize the style of the recipe display cable. And search function. Here you can enable the search function. Search method can be by keyword, and choose a search bit. Search register is LW20. It is to input the keyword. And the keyword query is if I use LWB0.0, it is to search the first channel, but it is off. It is not to search. So that the channel means the elements. So if you choose the first channel, it is to search the value of the first elements. And also export the data as a CSV file. It's same as operation as export the historical data to a system CSV file. Here we can choose to export to a HMI, and the subdirectory name is CSV recipe. And then here we can choose LW21. The next is control settings. To when the control permission is always activate or conditional activate. And display. Different with general FStudio software. The FStudio Flexem FStudio global software at some operation button for the recipe. So you can add this button to the recipe table directly. As you can see, we add and copy button. But because we already added this button in the recipe operation, use a recipe operation register, so we needed to add this button to the table. Then we can add the button. Then we can add some operation button. It is from LW0 to LW14. Now we can add LW0. Then use a word indicator light to show the current status of the recipe operation. Here, the word register is LW4 and total 9 states. If LW1, 1, 2, then you can write the label of the different status. If the value is 1, you can just input the 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5. We can use the number to represent the status of the operation. Then choose graphics, because all of these graphics don't have the more than 4 status, so we cannot use the graphics. Just a transparent rectangle to show the status. And then we can do the operation on the recipe table, take offline simulation. For example, I can click on this element to write a value, or insert a line, or clear the LW0 is to clear the current recipe. And if I write another group and click on the LW0, if I select the group 1 but click on the LW1, it will also clear the value of the recipe 1. And we can copy and paste. Then click LW4 to copy. 5 is to paste. 6 is to paste. Cut 6 here to paste. And we can also cut this line, cut LB5. Then copy. Now, so this is the general operation of the. We can also show the save snapshot and restore snapshot. Now we can use LW8. LW8 is here, and we can clear the data. Then we can use the LW10 to restore the value here. And delete all, and the delete whole line. And when I do the operation, this data register also shows the actual status of the operation. As you can see, we can save and write to 0. Restore. We proceed with the recipe search function. Here we can say this is the search bit register is LB20. The search register is LW20, but it's only for the first channel. If you want to search the second channel, this is LB21. Also, we can modify the keyword query. Then the export register is LB30. Then we can add this component. The first one is search trigger register LB20, and the different channel LW20 from LW20 to LW30 or LW23. Then the keyword trigger bit is from LW30 bit 1 to 30 bit 2. Multi-copy. Right. Yes. So then next, the last one is the export register LW30, the indicator light. Let's take a offline simulation. Now we can search 12 in first channel. Oh, because I didn't, I should choose it as inverse. 12 first channel search, and then 12 is inverse. Then 12 in second channel search, and the 14 third channel search. So we can find this. We can use the use function, use a search function, and after search, we can export the file. Then find it in the project directory, temp, disk, HMI, CSV recipe. As you can see here, this is CSV data we export from the project. And the next one is download the recipe to the PLC. Here, as we introduced before, there is a recipe transfer function. Here you can press to download the recipe to the PLC. So now we can simulate the HMI as PLC as well. So we can use a HMI local register. Replace this register as a PLC register, a PLC address. Now we can import the 50 and click OK. This is a download function, and the PLC value is from LW50 to the FW52. This is a download, and we can upload the value from the HMI. This value is also 50. Now we can take offline simulation. For example, I click on the group 0, and I can click download to download this value of the recipe to the PLC, and I can edit the value, then upload the value to the recipe data table. And we can also use index. Use an external address as a recipe index. This index is for the recipe group. So in this recipe, the index value should be from 0 to 19. And then we need to use a macro to map the recipe group to the actual address of this element's value. For example, we need to group and the recipe register. Oh no, local register. This is word register 6, and create a output address 21 or 61. Then we can use a read word register constant value. We assign the group value to the A, and then another unsigned short B. Three multiple A. Because every group has 3 elements, so when group number at 1, the actual address will be at 3. So the actual address of the group number will multiply with 3, and then set this register output set value constant value variable name set value is set B. Okay, so we can set the B to the LW 61. Now we can input the value of the LW 6 and 60 and 61. Also add a element recipe PW recipe from 0 to 2. This is the first group. From 0 to 2 is the first element value of the element value for the first recipe group. Then we can click on Apply Simulation. Now this is the value of the first group. Oh, we didn't use the index. And need to run the macro. Now it is the second group, third group, the fourth group, or fifth group, but the number is 4. This is a fourth group. So that you can get the value of each group elements. The final function of the recipe is the recipe editor tools. There is a recipe data editor, but firstly you need to get a RCPG. This is a RCPG file. So we need to download the program to the HMI. Oh, didn't. We should enable the VNC function. This register is a VNC enable build register. Then download again. Now we can see the screen. Then we can input a value of this recipe. Then we can upload the RCPG file. Oh, we didn't allow this to upload. Because the HMI is restarting, so the VNC connection is disconnected. Now we can connect again. Then upload. Okay, we upload a RCPG file. Then we can open the editor, then import the SCPG file. To edit, then export as a new SCPG file. Now in the project, the recipe data is as this. Now we can just download the SCPG file. HMI is restart again. Now as you can see, we download the SCPG file directly. So it is more convenient for customers to edit and download the SCPG file to the HMI. Okay, that's all for today's video. Thanks for your watching.